everybody, and welcome to a new series that I would like to call 20 minutes, one spot. That basically means I'm going to be sitting in one spot for 20 minutes and see whatever happens. I am currently at Oldberg Lake at 2367 on the map. That looks a little bit like this. Here's the camp. You go left and then over here. Over here you cast at about 7 to 8 meters. And hopefully you'll get a few bream, some tench, and whatever comes really. It is now 4 o'clock in game, so we're gonna go until 12 o'clock in game time. And like I said, whatever happens, happens. We're just gonna wait. I put on some honey dough right now. That seems to be the choice of many fish for wanting to bite, especially in this location. You can even get a few eels here, you could even get a burbot here. Whatever works, right? So, excuse my phone. Like I said, 20 minutes in one spot, and again, if we don't catch anything, that's alright. For now, we're gonna stick to this. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Let me turn my phone off so that does not happen again. I have no clue what's going to happen. It looks like it's decent weather here today. I did not check that beforehand. It's going to be sunny all day long with 19 degrees. That is a little bit on the hot side for Oldberg Lake, I'm not going to lie. But hopefully we'll get a few fish. We'll be 30 minutes in game time into this little challenge here. Hopefully we'll have many more. You guys can suggest locations that you want me to go to. Oldberg Lake has always been one of my favorite lakes, especially because this is the type of lake that I would definitely fish in real life. And it just feels right over here. You have a lot of opportunity. You have carbs, you have tench, you have bream, you have all sorts of fish here. You can go for the eels, you can go for the burbots at night. You never really have a fish, guys. Let's see, what are we getting first? That looks like it. Oh, that's a gibble carp. Those are here as well, a lot of them. Oldberg Lake is another favorite of mine because of one very simple reason. I like tench fish, and it just so happens that, oh, where is it? Statistics. The biggest fish I ever caught here, or the biggest amount of silverfish I ever caught here, is a tench, 6.2 kilos, on a night crawler at Oldberg Lake. So yeah, that adds to the little, enjoyment that I have on this lake. Even though I'm level 28, I still enjoy coming here. We have another bite on the same rod over here. Seems like another gibble. There we go. It's a little bigger, 666, the devil fish. Hopefully we'll get a few more bites here. As you can see, this is my setup. It's just a very small setup. It's a feeder rod with 4.6 kilo load capacity. The Sorrento FD100, it's not too expensive to buy. I have FD130 here as well. It's a little bit longer, has a little bit more weight to it, but other than that, it's nothing really too major. Anything at this level you can buy. Not the gibble carp, you seem to want to buy at these early hours. The later it gets, the more types of fish will bite. We're looking for some tench, hopefully. Would be nice if we could get some. This is a little bit bigger already. This is still not a tench though. Another gibble carp. They seem to want to bite, like I said, in these early hours. Hopefully we'll get a tench, and we should get some bream as well. Just to make sure that we get some bream. I have a little bit of bream ground bait loaded in here, so let's just put that in the water. But as I was saying, this is my setup, a Lacerti 4000, the standard reel that everybody wants to use. I have the happy hooks, size 6, 7 or 8, and a few honey doughs. You can also get some cheese in the water. The tench do seem to like that a lot as well. But for now we're going to see whatever we can get. We only have gibble carps until this point. That one seems to be taking off, so let's get that one in. That's a small fish. Little common roach, you get those a lot over here as well. They can get pretty big, but that one was not big at all. Alright, we have another one taking off over there on the left side. Let's see what we have here. That's not a really big fish either. You can even get grass carps here. It's another gibble carp. If you do get those, that will be a little bit of a struggle with this setup, unfortunately. If you can go bigger, I'm not going to tell you not to do that. So we are 2 hours into the challenge, 2 out of the 8 hours, so quarter, and we already have 6 fish. That was all within 3 minutes, really. So we're going to stay here for 20 minutes, and then we'll see whatever we got. For now, we're hoping to see a few more types of fish rather than just gibble carps. We have a common roach already. I'm looking for a tench. I'm looking for bream, possibly a grass carp if we can get one in time. But we'll see what happens. Sun's coming up over Oldberg Lake right now, so this is the perfect time to catch a few tench as well. Hopefully, we'll have a few bites. So if you are watching this video and you're like, I like this idea, I would like to see what he can do in 20 minutes at my favorite spot, let me know where it is. Don't tell me the lake only, tell me the location as well. Tell me what your advice would be, like clip wise, hook wise, bait wise. This is just a location I very much enjoy. There's another location over there that not many people know about, but there's a few lily pads over there, right in front of the structure over there. If you go to the left of the bridge a little bit, that's another good location. There's another good location over there. 07 something, I'm not sure on the location exactly. That's good for burbot and eel during the night. And of course, the old famous boot bridge over here. You can cast over to the right side over here and catch all the fish that this lake holds, really. So really, whatever you feel like doing on Oldberg, you can do. If you want to go for the bigger fish, there's a little hole here, a 6-meter hole. That's a good one for the bigger carps, but definitely don't go there when you don't have the gear for it. It will break, and then you'll be left with nothing. There's been plenty of people that I've seen try it at this level to go for the bigger carp. They were like, what's the worst that can happen to me? Well, your rod will break. I at one point accidentally went stick fishing in that exact location. I was like, hey, that seemed like a good idea. Well, it was not. One fish and my rod was broken. So if you do not have the gear, do not go fish there. Well, this fish seems very undecisive. It's been a little bit quiet since the last fish, honestly. It's been about 3 minutes since the last one already. Alright, there we go. Finally it's taken off. And it's going through my slip over here. The friction brake. So I assume this is a little bit bigger. Let's hope it's not too big for us to handle. There we go. It's already in. Nothing too serious. Don't. And as I told you, there's grass carp here as well. 2 kilo, that's a very small one. And we already had enough struggles, as you could see, with that. It did come in pretty quickly, but if they go up to about 4 or 5 kilos, you will struggle with this setup. The Lacerti reel is made for 5.5 kilo drag, so anything over that, it won't be able to handle it, unfortunately. You can get the lines and you can get the leaders up to par based on what you can carry on your reel over here, and of course it kind of depends on what your rod can take as well. This can hold 4.6 kilos, and this one can take a little bit more, I believe. No, it cannot. It's just longer. That's what it is. So that's basically all. Just be very careful. We are almost hitting 8 o'clock in game, so we're halfway through the 20-minute challenge, and we have 7 fish by now. One of them was the grass carp. That was a little indecisive. The rest, apart from a common roach. All the gibble carps were tagged once, so that's good. I'm just really hoping to catch a tench as well. If I don't get one when the clock hits roughly 9 o'clock, I will put one run with cheese in it. I'm just waiting to see what's going on here. We seem to have another indecisive fish. There it goes. I don't believe the one on the right side, the FD130, has done anything. At the moment I say, of course, there is some action. That was a small common roach again. Not something you really are looking for. Doesn't bring much money, more or XP in, you know. I am going to change this one quickly while the fish on the third rod is being indecisive. I'm going to put some cheese on here. Little small diced cheese on that one. Tench do seem to love that. Unfortunately, the one on the right hand side did decide to stop biting. And that's a shame. Let's give it a little wiggle, see if there's still a fish there. It does not appear to be. Let's see if there's still bait on there. It is still on there. You might want to check that after you've had a bite and not a... see, now I got a fish got away. That was on this one most likely. It does seem to be still on there, so that's good. This one still has everything on there as well, and this one does not. So there was a fish on here, it just didn't bite anymore. So every time you get that fish got away, make sure you take your rod out and put a new piece of bait on there. As you can see, now it is back on, so we can pull it back out. The small little pieces of honey dough, they're all good. There we go. So it's 8:30 now, still sunny. This fish seems a little crazy. It's not doing anything just yet, so I'm not going to go for it. I need to wait until something like that on the right hand side happens. There seems to be a fish on here this time. There we go. It's a big one-ish. No, it's not really. It's just a small gibble carp, but that break did not like it. So be very, very careful about what you're doing in Oldberg Lake, guys. Alright, this fish is still going completely mental. It's not moving anymore, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and see. There is nothing on there, unfortunately. It is what it is. For now, we're not getting anything on the cheese as well, but we'll give that a little bit longer. Tench fish are not very common, unfortunately, even though they're so beautiful. With their red eyes and everything. It's just a very nice looking fish, really. Alright, what's going on over here? There we go, somebody took it. And it's not a really big fish again. Another gibble carp. Unfortunately, they seem to be here in abundance, but none of the other ones are biting. We haven't had a bream yet. We have not had a tench yet. Oh, there is a bite on the cheese. Let's see what we got on the cheese this time. There is a bream. Well, it's a small one, but still, it's a bream. I don't know if you guys have ever caught breams in real life fishing, but it's a lot of fun when you do that on a telestick, really. They give you a good little fight, even if they're not too big, even if they're like 1.5 kilos, 2 kilos maybe, they give you a decent fight, and it's just a lot of fun. It's not like carp fishing, I can tell you that much. It's not like they fight like a carp, but still. By now the clock is turning around 9:30. We're going to sit here until 12. Then our 20 minutes will be up. And as you can see, there's plenty of action here. So if you are looking to improve your bottom feeder skill, mine is not even at 100 yet. Let me show you quickly if I can find it. Skills, there it is. My bottom feeding is at 70%, and I've done a lot of it. So you need to do a lot of it yourself as well to get that skill up and just enjoy it. I seem to enjoy this very much because I do enjoy this in real life as well. I'm not really about the telesticks so much, and especially not about the spinning. It's just not made for me, but I do enjoy this. But just find your own way, and whatever you like to do, just do it. Right, another common roach, a small one. I've had a few really decent sized common roaches on here as well. Over a kilo at least. I wonder if something is still going on here. There is still something going on there. Just over 5 minutes left to go. And there he goes. And what do we have here? Well, we have another gibble carp. Alright. Because we had not had enough of those yet. But even under the gibble carp, they do give you XP and they do give you your skill. So definitely go for it. Alright, we seem to have a little bit of a decent fish here. What do we have here? Another gibble carp, but almost a kilo now. And again, this is not going to be the biggest fight of your life. Unfortunately, the cheese does not seem to be very successful over here. We've had one small bite by a bream, but still no tench, unfortunately. Just only 5 minutes left to go. I wish we would get one. That would be really idealistic. But we can't, make the game decide on what fish are going to bite, unfortunately. You can push it in the right direction, but in the end, it is still all random. Something is going on here, and I'm not sure what it is. There we go. Now it's taking off. Alrighty. Well, that seems to be another gibble carp. I swear to God. Alright, so I'm just swinging the fish around right now. That's pretty bad. So just put it back in the water, like so, and bring it back in. Alrighty. Let's tighten the line again. There we go. This one is still unsuccessful. We're going to try something else with this one. Let's try a very irrational decision, really. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to go with a little bit of garlic dough. They might bite for it, you never know. The cheese did not seem to be a favorite item. Somebody caught an eel just at this hour for 6 kilos. That's pretty impressive. Especially because it's not the proper time to catch eel right now. Alright, we seem to have another gibble carp. I mean, if you're looking for gibble carp, look no further. It is fantastic over here. But it's not really what we're looking for. We have a good little kidnap already. There's 16 fish in there, and that in just over 15 minutes. So you won't be bored if you sit here. Even though the temperature and the sun and everything is not going to be in your favor for fishing at Oldberg Lake, as you can see, I'm still getting plenty of fish here. Alright, we have something on the garlic dough. Let's see what we get here. What do we have? We have another gibble carp. Alright, well, for variety's sake, that seems to be a very interesting thing. Alright, we have another fish on the third rod. And we have another gibble carp. Here we go. Go. So just having a quick look while that one is being indecisive. The Tench are on the weeklies. Sorry, I should look at the weeklies. Let me have a look. On Oldberg Lake, they are biting on cheese right now. Unfortunately, that would be a very, very boring sight to see because, as you saw, there was no bites on cheese earlier. We seem to have another gibble carp, a little bit of a bigger one, 1.25 kilos here, 171 XP. I'm just going to keep it because I don't need the extra XP right now. Alright, what do we have on here? Let's have a look. That looks like something else. There's a bream. That's a decent sized bream. 1.5 kilos. Alright. good to have. We only have a few more seconds left on our 20-minute clock, and unless we catch any or we have a bite before then, let's just keep it like that. I have to have something on the line by that time. If not, we'll end the stream right here. It doesn't look like anything is going to happen. So we have 20 minutes, we have 20 fish. That is a really, really good amount of fish. Oh, we still have a fish just before 12 o'clock. So 21 fish, another gibble carp for the variety of what we already have. So let's have a look at the keep net. It is 12 o'clock now. Let's walk away so it doesn't distract me. What do we have? 21 fish. We have 2 breams. We have 3 common roaches. We have a bunch of gibble carps, 15 of them in total, and all of them are tagged, as you can see. And we have a small little grass carp as well. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and hopefully see you again at another episode of 20 Minutes, One Spot. See you next time.